Hi, everybody, and welcome to the live, or not live, it's live right now, but this is the Zoom recording coming at you from Mitaka. My name is Sorsha Chisholm. I'm here representing Drunk Poet See God in Tokyo, and I'm here joined by my partner in crime, Sam Bennett.
Hi, Sorsha. Good to be here with everybody from the ToPoJo crew and Sorsha, my partner in Drunk Poets See God. We figured we'd get together, just the six of us here, just to do a little preliminary thing about, poetry. It's we have the Drunk Poets See God monthly event, which is now not happening, of course, and we have four people from ToPoJo, Tokyo Poetry Journal, here to represent what they do and keep the spirit of spoken word and such alive in these difficult times.
Indeed. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, let's introduce our ToPoJo compatriots. We have Jordan Smith. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, what's up? This is Jordan Smith. So good to be on screen with five of my favorite people, and hopefully a bunch more of my favorite people will get to enjoy this later. I'm currently editor-in-chief of ToPoJo, used to be the Japanese poetry editor. Here's a couple of samples of ToPoJo in case y'all haven't seen or haven't heard. I'm here with two of the founding members of ToPoJo, including the founding editor-in-chief, Taylor Mignon, and other founding editor, Jeffrey Johnson, and Joy Waller, who is an editor who wears a lot of hats, and is also our first published solo author in the Excursion series. So awesome to share some Drunk Poets See God with y'all.
Yay. Thanks, Jordan. Cheers. And let's say hi to the other ToPoJo founding members. Hey, Taylor Mignon.
Hello. Hello, Sorsha. Can you hear me?
Can.
Awesome. Thanks for setting this up. It's great to be here virtually.
Thank you, Taylor. And we also have Jeffrey Johnson. Hey, Jeffrey.
Hello, hello. How is everyone today?
Great. And also we have the wonderful Joy Waller.
Hey, Sorsha. Hey, everybody. It's fantastic to be here. And I feel so social. It's really, really wonderful.
It sure is. And so now what we're going to do for all of you lovely folk out there to keep you inspired and scribbling away, we are going to each do a little performance of our own original, I think everyone's got original stuff, yes? And we will hopefully inspire you to continue doing your poetry. So up first, we have the wonderful Sam Bennett. Okay, take it away, Sam.
Thank you, Sorsha. Thank you. I'm going to read just I'm not going to sing them. I'm just going to read them. First one is called A Howling Monkey in a Tiny Cage. The red velvet curtain rose. The audience stared at the darkened stage. Then a spotlight turned on and cast a blinding light on a howling monkey in a tiny cage. The audience burst into applause, the golden cage beneath the spotlight gleaming. The audience rose in a standing ovation. The monkey shook the cage and kept on screaming. A howling monkey in a tiny cage, his sharp teeth bared in a grimace of rage. The people left the theater looking satisfied. The next day's papers all had glowing reviews. A monkey in the spotlight, howling in his cage. They said, this bold work of art really lit a fuse. The monkey got booked on all the talk shows. He'd howl just like he did for his stage debut. His piercing scream just seemed to come so natural. Didn't need no teleprompter, didn't need no cue. A howling monkey in a tiny cage. They called him a symbol of our angry age. Hear him howling, hear him scream. Hey, that showbiz, man, that monkey's living the dream. See him grimace, see him scowl. Something so familiar about that monkey's tortured howl. But one night he escaped and ran away across the city rooftops to the edge of town. He looked out toward the distance, the blackness of the forest. He gave a little sigh, then turned around. He crawled into the window, got back in his cage. Next day, they took him to appear on a TV show. He screamed and howled as was expected, but something was different. It wasn't the same, you know. This howling monkey now seemed like a fake. His righteous rage now just another dull heartbreak. A howling monkey in a tiny cage. Next one up. I'm going to do two. There's another song, normally singing, but today we're just speaking it. It's called I'm Off to Nowhere. I'm off to nowhere. Please come along. That's where they're playing our favorite song. That's what they told me. That's what I heard. You coming with me? Just say the word. I'm bound to go there. I'm off to nowhere. I'm off to nowhere. I hope you'll come. I'll have my trumpet. You bring your drum. We'll find the sugar. We'll shake it down. We'll tell the mayor we own this town. I'm bound to go there. I'm off to nowhere. I took a number. It was never called. Jumped in my buggy. The engine stalled. Then someone said to me, nowhere feels right. Thought to myself, I better go there tonight. I'm off to nowhere. I'm off to nowhere. Come go with me. The food is decent. The drinks are free. It's strictly first class. We'll go in style. They'll give an inch, babe. We'll take a mile. I'm bound to go there. I'm off to nowhere. See, I took a number. It was never called. Jumped in my buggy. The engine stalled. Then someone said to me, nowhere feels right. Thought to myself, I'm going over there tonight. I'm off to nowhere. I'm off to nowhere. It's not that far. I'll catch a train, babe, the sleeping car. Come catch it with me. Please say you will. We might get lucky and catch a thrill. I'm bound to go there. I'm off to nowhere. I'm off to nowhere, just round the bend. Perhaps the journey will never end. But I can promise along the way that when we get there, we're going to stay. I'm bound to go there. I'm off to nowhere. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks so much.
Oh, wow, that was great. Thank you, Sam Bennett. All right, up next, I'm going to do a couple of poems. So every month, Drunk Poets See God, Sam and I host the event at a little bar in Ikinoe, Bar Gari Gari, and we usually set themes. This first one that I'm going to do was inspired by the theme that we did on roads. And I'm traveling while sitting still. I'm a fork in the fucking road. I'm a hitchhiker seeking out a galaxy. I'm that roadkill hit by a load. I'm a Mack truck delivering cargo. I'm a caravan to overtake. I'm a cop waiting for a speed demon. I'm the accelerator and the brake. I'm the passenger in the backseat. I'm the driver at the wheel. I'm pulling into that highway house. I'm that mangled mass of steel. I'm the tumbleweed in the desert. I'm the asphalt in the sun. I'm the lines that go on forever. I'm the map that you read wrong. I'm the road and I'm the reason. I'm the journey and I'm the season. I'm the navigator, I'm the gas. I'm the hot leather seat burning your ass. I'm a drifter, I'm the town. I'm the destination that brought you round. I'm the miles that you've clocked. I'm the keys that have locked the car up safe and tight. I'm the city's glittering lights. I'm the new scene upon your senses. I'm a cruise queen reflected in your sunglass lenses. This is a poem called Mishaps and Setbacks, which I think we all can relate to right now. This was written before all of this blew up, by the way. But anyway, here we go. Nothing but old cracks, misfit, disaffected, irregular, distracted, undone, waylaid, just waiting to get paid, youthless, toothless, made of plastic, measures drastic, fading, fickle, fire dying, so fucking hard to keep on trying. Time slipping, day tripping, lost in crowds, so damn proud, mistakes, errors, flaws, shelves, cupboards, drawers, dreams in dust, hopes gone bust. No one cares when you're lackluster, no energy to muster, static void, tired, annoyed. So that's that poem. And I have one more quick one for you. This is one I wrote recently. A light, a flame, a ghost town with no name, no streets, no signs, no one waiting in sweet shop lines. Darkness, daylight, the new time to wake up, sleepfall, dream walk. Sometimes I breathe talk, a circle, a vacuum. I picked up a new tune, avoidance, accordance. The lines on my palms dance. I feel it, the quickening. The panic is thickening. Here, I am calmer. There, I am Dharma. Thank you. Next up, we have Jeffrey Johnson. Take it away, Jeffrey.
Okay, thank you. House of Cards. This house of cards I call a life is always one false move, always one mistake away from crashing down on top of me. If I were a gambler, it'd be romantic, constructed as it is of jokers and jacks, of all trades and spades. I could bet on black and white, roll the dice for snake eyes, peel off a few skins to lay down. I could take comfort in counting and doing the arithmetic. If I weren't in the corona zone all alone, I could shake and toss, bounce him off the bumper, bank a shot in. All that craps would gratify, shout bingo, let the wind blow, gamble on a gadfly, sit for hours at a one-armed bandit, start dipping into the rent. I had a good hand. I had a hand to borrow, a hand to lend. Cash in your chips, bet on waves and ships. My horse was named Loser, the only one in the world who would choose her. In this house of cards that I call a life, in this city of stars, with this toss of the dice, just one more hand, just one more play. You're always just one move away, like every other genius, bankrupt and broken, on a park bench with your Jesus unspoken. Okay, next one I'll do is I remember. I remember nightmares and a steep flight of stairs blocking my escape, easing my ass on the metal radiator covers too hot to touch, blowing blizzards just the other side of a thin pane of glass, snowballing cars and spending the next hours fugitive. The corners of the windows, rainbow radiant, covered in ice. I remember blocks and blocks of broken glass along West 7th Street, car sickness in the back seat, searching for my father's youth, fat sisters with freckled friends placing me like furniture, thinking I was dead, choking on rhubarb in the backyard. I remember big rope swings in the Mississippi and swimming in its shit. Summer days carp fishing, blowing them to bits with silver salutes on the 4th of July or not. The appetites of the Jewish girl across the street. Catholic school, penance, and private deprivation. I remember shoveling snow and raking leaves, football in the rain, and mud on dreary November days. Mantle, Maris, Colfax, Malcolm, JFK, MLK, RFK, and the future lost. I remember snowbanks, high-chested, stuffed with Colt 45 and Mickey's Big Mouth, smoking opium before math class, stoned afternoons at Haley's mansion on Summit Avenue, souped-up Chevys drag racing out on Highway 61, car-wrecked lives, misspent youth, the lights of Vegas on LSD, saturated pavement in midsummer, sleeping in homeless shelters in Chicago, rock-bottom hotels across the South. I remember risking it all, stealing a black leather jacket in Franco's Spain. Nothing about the hashish in Morocco. Living on oranges and kebabs in the Peloponnese. The hippie enclave in Jerome, Arizona. I remember gunny sacks full of peyote, stringing them to dry, walking on the moon in Arizona, hiking the Grand Canyon, seeing the world inside out, desert, flower, and flame. I remember breathing deeply of ponderosa pine, cross-country treks broken by canyon lands, running a youth hostel on Route 66, the insistent urge to shed this skin and to be anywhere but here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. That was great. Up next, we have Taylor, who's going to give us some of his works. Okay, take it away, Taylor.
All right. I'm lucky to be one of the gifted guinea pigs for this little experiment. My name is Taylor Mignon. I'm going to read a poem from this strangely titled book, Japlish Whiplash. And it's a poem about the visual poetry of Tsuji Setsuko, which I guess you can see here, probably not the greatest quality, but Tsuji Setsuko is a modern poet, a member of VOW Poetry Club, and wonderful, fantastic photographer. She also founded her own magazine called O, and she was a member of Pan Posy. This is my original poem for Tsuji Setsuko. Tsuji Setsuko. High summer, footloose, and sin-free, a lock, a key, with torso out the door. Your bowler floats a gender twist, a new outline for the question mark. Street smart, your wispy figurines, cut out of rainbow night paper, animate Brillo grating. Your opus simply dope us, half-headed, mustache winged. Your op is a co-op of optical operations. And thanks. I would like to go against protocol a little bit and read a translation, if that's all right. This is a translation with Andrew Campagna, and it's by the same poet who I read the homage for. This is a poem by Tsuji Setsuko, and it's translated by myself and Andrew Campagna. It's called 3-Minute Alpha. 3-Minute Alpha. Shoes jump off a diving board, leaving footprints behind. Above dusk, a bath towel falls. Like needles, they stand on their heels and have disappeared into a diagram divided into letters and numbers. A gigantic pair of tweezers descends. A journalist operating telephoto lens is peeping. A handkerchief slowly stretches its wrinkles. Life-size numbers sprint at right angles. The hanky is replaced from left to right and right to left. At once, the lens is blocked out. Eyelashes transform into glass rods. And that'll be all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Taylor. That was wonderful. Okay, and up next we are going to invite Mr. Jordan Smith to read some stuff of his. So take it away, Jordan.
All right, some stuff coming your way. I am going to do a little screen share. Usually at Drunk Poets, for those of you that might be tuning in for the first time, usually what we do is we have music from people like Sorsha and Sam or Morgan Fisher or any of the cool cats that we get to kind of hang with at these events. We're not doing it today because we are keeping things simple on the audio. And so I thought I would switch it up and instead share a little bit of visual, which we don't get a lot of at Drunk Poets See God. So I'm going to start off with a little poem called Molly's Morning that I did with a good friend of mine, Eliza Fry. She's an artist currently in New York. And I wrote a series of haiku that tell a story, and then she made them into these drawings, and then I translated them back into Japanese tanka. And I'll go for just the English today. Can Sorsha, is my audio coming through okay, even though I'm doing screen share? We good? Away we go. Molly opens her mouth. It measures 2 inches round and smells of smoke. On the 63rd floor, she stares out at the rain, wishing for nothing. And she gets her wish, paces the viewing deck as seagulls circle her. In one hand, a sprig of rosemary, the other a bright, fresh lemon. She smells them when the sky isn't enough to fill the hole in her heart. She gives the sprig of rosemary to a seagull and decides to leave. The elevator doors open and she steps in, presses the small L. As she rides it down, numbers flash one by one by one by one by one. Counting. By the time she reaches the bottom floor, she is hypnotized. Ding! Doors slide open. No will. She stands still, gazing out at the bright world. A world that sends her in greeting its very worst. A fierce green dragon. Immediately, in its clutches, claws dig into her clean young flesh. Oblivious, limp, she is taken high away, hands pressed against face. She smells her lemon, revives, opens petite mouth, roars a jet of fire. Incinerated, stiff dragon carcass, with it, alert now, she falls. Long hair whipping round, she kicks its charred remnants from around her, breathes sky. She drops the lemon, which falls with the rain, and flies off with the seagulls. That's the story of Molly. All right, let's see. I got one more, and I think I was debating on this one, as we always do, right? It's never easy to figure out what it is exactly we're going to read. I think I'm going to read a poem that was published in Tokyo Poetry Journal, Volume 5, and it's called I Hate the Way Kings Whisper. And this was recorded with Morgan Fisher as a song that we have yet to release. And it's a bilingual poem. The Japanese title is Sasayaku Kimi ga Kirai Wagahai. And the Kimi is written like king. All right, away we go. Sasayaku Kimi ga Kirai Wagahai. Chie no wazurai, dinosaur fossilized. Keiji ga teiji suru keiji jougaku no seiji teisetsu ni yoreba. Jiko keihatsu no koumyou na seishokusha tachi no aika o ToPoJo-san. 霊的結核で死去した王ちゃん。でこぼこ心の国境の横断。氷室の空風から社会の切断。女児詩に記録されたんだ。ぜひご賞覧。けしからん。けしからん。からん。からん。暴圧売買、体内にはらまれてる、口ごもるのコリビ、暴天に薄らいでゆく終焉。I knew when I threw some calamine and scrutiny on these bug bites. Royal robes would shatter into nudity amid the mud fights. Get some crudités for these Luddites. Damn, that's a fat baby. Abandon hope and romance, dance with bats to catch rabies, from begats to beatitude, shitashiku, atsuku, uruwashiku, mashiku, ito jakutsu no sakufu, wagamama na bakufu ni rakushu no hakusha, ochiru kubi o pakutto tabeta, tsukareta shi dameda, hangyaku o yameta, nameta, nakigara chop. Pirina mamekashi. It's not drama. His legacy lacks brilliance, but not relevance. Unprecedented monarch who eats presidents for breakfast, glass of OJ, senators for brunch. God is a lunch special. Can you hear how his bones crunch? From sacred, he spins sinister attitudes in canisters, deterrent in a detergent, resurgent, kingly whispers in his blistering breath. I know I owe you, Daijobu, this. I hate the way kings whisper. Mysterious nothings I can't tell, nihilist or zen. Then when we begin to yell, retarding the cartel. Smart fella who hypes lipo, who lies through blind eyes though he promises new nitro. Kunaicho de samayo, kyobo na minashiko, kashikoi ko ga kaketa dokomade no hashiko. 確かに洋梨の香りが天井から降りて 紫雲に消えてゆく横木。ここに今僕がいないこと誰も知らなくて。革命が到着して爆音を届ける。格論をほどける。Oh, no can do. Remember that day when we were chained to the same train? Vomiting a steady stream of dreams into the rain. That was dope. That was disgusting. Now what is this king mumbling? Something about nothing he's stuffing into our dumplings. The chef is dead. His death is fed to a Confederate electorate with the head and the preterite. Elephantine charity. Limousines for libertines. Toys for tots. Thanks a lot. That's a cold chikushugi. Got a cold chick to boogie. That's a cold chikushugi. Lots of gold bricks. So sue me. That's a cold chikushugi. Watch it all go kablooey. 前衛の死後が霞んでゆくとともにぼんやりとおぼろに。チグの噴出、万物の万物、ピカドンの反復、bam, bam, bring on that Old Testament God, baby, like Trump is in town. Biblical ass smackdown, let's get ready to rumble. ちっぽけな桜に立派な爆弾。神様のプロレスはやはり無敵だとせーので全部信じましょう Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, wow, I could smell the lemon and the rosemary. The visuals were fantastic. That was really great. Thank you. I hope everyone out there who's watching us today is getting inspired. So yeah, we have one final poet to present today. Last but definitely not least, the wonderful, wise and wily Miss Joy Awala.
Okay, thank you so much, Sorsha. I'm going to be reading 3 pieces today, and the first one is lyrics. I wrote lyrics for a song that had music done and performed by Holly Lanasolyluna, and I think I loved how it sounds in her voice and with her synthesizers, so it's on her Soundcloud. Maybe we can stick a link in the show notes later, but I'll be reading the lyrics as a poem. It's called Consensual Nipple, because it's Holly's and mine. This nipple is consensual, straight up. This nipple consents to bohemian, low-budget photo shoots and cherry blossom Instagram filters. This nipple consents to vegan whipped cream, Nutella, raspberry jam, and sprinkles. This nipple consents to rose gold tweezer clamps with a matching vibrating chain from Don Quixote. This nipple consents to being pinched hard. This nipple consents to being pinched soft. This nipple consents to being a polarizing symbol for basic human expression, even though honestly, it would rather just mind its own business and chill out at home with a spliff and some kung fu movies. This nipple is badass. This nipple is genteel. This nipple glorifies in wardrobe malfunctions. This nipple turns a blind eye to weird-ass autocorrections like Muppet and Napoleon. This nipple is cool with being fetishized because honestly, everybody's got their kink, and who's this nipple to judge? This nipple may or may not be coming soon to a movie theater near you. So check out Holly's recording of that. It's really, really interesting take. Okay, moving on to another poem about our current reality. It's a short one. It's called Spring Visions, Tokyo 2020. Glimpses of eyes above masks, invariably startled looking, sexy. The streets of Tokyo awash with masked gods and goddesses, free suddenly in our anonymity. Eye contact, much more prevalent. People hold a gaze longer. Hands hang uselessly, safely at our sides. It's a different kind of touching. Okay, and the last one I'm going to do is kind of a combination of a prose poem and flash fiction. Flash fiction is fiction that is under 1,000 words. This one is called How to Be a Human. It's something I struggle with sometimes, and so I wrote up some guidelines. How to be a human. Ask your body. Let your body be a pendulum that sways you to the left or the right. Divorce your legs from your mind, only for an instant, and see if they start walking to the east, down Dogenzaka and through the crowds and daytime neon to Shibuya Station, where you can take a train to anywhere in Tokyo. Or if they start walking to the west, through the quiet residential streets of Shinsen. Observe your feet as they take you there. Notice if you're wearing high heels or Doc Martens or flip-flops. Make note of the pavement below you, the steps and escalators, the grass. They are clues as to who you are and where you're going. Ask your body what it wants inside itself. Ask if it wants coffee or tobacco or salad or somebody else's tongue. Respond accordingly. Set plans in motion. Reach for your purse or your fridge or your phone. Keep asking and listening in case the order changes. Alter course if you need to. Practice saying yes. Practice saying no. Practice smiling. Practice caring. Make sure you have one place that's all your own. Pick Atami, a coastal resort town 30 minutes outside of Tokyo that was popular with newlyweds 50 years ago. Take the Shinkansen out there and spend a couple nights at a hot spring hotel whenever things get to be too much. Soak in the onsen at least 4 times a day. Walk around the beach by yourself. Go makeup free. Buy oranges and scones at the Seijoichi supermarket and eat them alone in your room. Make lists for self-improvement. Delete numbers from your phone. Go back to Tokyo with waves and seagulls and clear skies in your head instead of tension. Smile at people on the train. Choose your intoxicants wisely. Avoid marijuana because it increases your anxiety. Avoid cocaine because it makes you mean. Purchase MDMA regularly from Nobu-san or from Chevy and dose intelligently. Monitor your serotonin levels. Bliss out. Do acid on Sundays if the weather's nice and flowers are in bloom. Try on different lenses. Appreciate the different quality of sunlight in your experience, the different shades of shadow cast by the trees and benches and rose bushes. Ask your body if there's anything you can get for it. Determine if it wants a massage, a tattoo, an orgasm. Listen to your body when these things are obtained. It speaks in sensations rather than words, so try to get still enough to feel them. Listen for uncertainty, for pleasure, for boredom. Listen to feedback. positive or negative. Learn to cherish the neutral. Hold on to it like a just warm enough coat. Take your body out to interact with other bodies. Do this regularly. Cultivate a lover who is not too close and not too far, and drive with him to rivers and restaurants and love hotels. Hold hands only when you're having sex. Make breakfast and coffee for him in the mornings if he has spent the night, and do not think of him at other times. Synchronize your lifestyle with the phases of the moon. Initiate creative projects on the new moon. Host or attend parties on the full moon. Intensify and soften your activity levels when she waxes and wanes, respectively. Ignore the negative press about Mercury retrograde and spend these periods reflecting, reevaluating, removing. Note how your menstrual cycle links up with these different phases. Take the train to Enoshima by yourself at night and lie on your back on the beach, shivering as the tide in front of you and the tide inside of you crashes in and whispers out. Ask your body if it has ever been another body before. Research your Pleiadian origins, if any. Meditate on your breath moving in and out of you, keeping you alive, and ask yourself why you consider it your breath when it comes from somewhere external. Do the same thing with your heartbeat, your blood. Settle into the rhythms of biology. Stop asking questions and just feel. Thanks.
Wow. Thank you, Joy. That was fantastic. Okay, let's see if I can get everyone on the gallery view again. All right. Hey, everyone, we did it. You can put your mics back on now if you like.
Yes, 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 yes.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks
That was
all
fun.
around.
Yay.
Good work, everybody.
God, I see God.
I see God. I see the light. Actually, this time of day is a good time to record. Talking about sunlight.
All right.
That was very good advice, Joy. Thank you.
Yeah, we do have the light. A painter would do well with this light. I love how they're always chasing the light.
Mm-hmm. お疲れ様でした、皆さん。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様。
お疲れ様でした。
Yay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for
Bennett.
organizing.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah,
ToPoJo
thank
loves
you. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Jeffrey. And thank you to Dylan, who helped set up the host, the Zoom thing. So
Hey.
Thank you, Dylan.
yay, Dylan.
Thank
So
you.
we
Thank
will.
you.
Yay.
We are going to upload this video to YouTube, to the various channels, and hopefully you will get to see this video. Next month for Drunk Poet Sea God, we're going to aim to have a Zoom event on the last Friday of the month, which is the 29th of May.
29.
So we will, here is an email address. If you would like to be a part of the virtual event,
drunkpoetstokyo at gmail.com.
Maybe a little higher.
There we go.
Yeah.
drunkpoetstokyo.
You can't click this.
gmail.com.
We'll put the link in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube, so you can send us an email if you would like to participate. We are going to limit it to 20 people this time, just so it doesn't blow my mind, because if we host this again, it's quite a lot to manage. But anyway, thank you for bearing with me and my video skills, and yeah, take care out there, stay safe, and keep writing poetry.
Send lawyers guns and money.
Okay, lovely to see everybody. Thank
So
you, guys.
long.
Bye, guys. Take
Bye.
care.
Have a good one.